empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
What's going on, everyone? It's your man, Kayla Laws, and welcome to another edition of G is for Gentlemen. I am your host, one of your hosts. Do me a favor, go and follow me at Senior Wapo 713. That's at Senior Wapo 713 on all social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Holla at your boy, and I got my brother from another style, Mother B. What up?
What is going on, family? This is your boy, Real B, M-O-N-T. I have been gone, but I am back. I was lost, but now I am found. And the place to be on this illustrious, I couldn't think of another word.
That's a good word, though.
Let me just go illustrious.
Yeah,
and the place
works.
to be on this illustrious Monday afternoon,
Yeah,
Fun Day Monday, is right here with G is for Gentlemen. We missed you guys. I know I missed you guys. I don't know if any of our
I'm sure they missed you, bro. They,
followers noticed I was gone,
sure they missed
but
you, bro.
I missed you guys. So, today is going to be amazing like no other. We have an amazing special guest. I don't think you guys have been ready for who we have today, but the special guest, none other than you. Yes, that's right. You are our special guest today. You can tell we didn't book anybody, so people try to get clever and say stuff like, hey, you're our special guest. Thanks for joining us. But no, for real, you guys are here with us, so we just want to appreciate that. Say what's up to you. Kaylin.
Yo, what up?
Let's just dive right in, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
And so, H&M is in the news again, brother.
For hiring an all-black creative directors and team of people who wanted to come and just really change how people see H&M.
You know what? That would be an amazing story. Unfortunately, it's not one that's based in reality at this moment.
Okay.
But there is some dopeness about afoot. So, Moschino. Most people say Moschino.
You know, I was going to ask you that because
It's
a lot
Moschino.
of people say, yes.
Yeah, Moschino, but it's not. It's Moschino. Moschino.
Almost like SKI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Moschino and H&M are about to do a collaboration. They are known for their collaborations, they being H&M. And so Gigi Hadid,
I was going to ask you, is it true that she's going to be a part of that?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's going to be a part of it on the women's side. But the way it was announced is that she faced Instagram Live this announcement. And they're going to, again, collaborate with Moschino. Now, Jeremy Scott, who's the creative director of Moschino, has been there since 2013. Is mad hype. He and Gigi Hadid are friends, so she called him. They put it on IG Live. That was she got got 100 million followers or something like that.
100 mil?
Yeah, something like that.
I was tripping off Kevin Hart because he had 58 mil.
Yeah, no. There are quite a few people that have over 100. The Kardashians, Beyonce got 100. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, but I mean, they got 100. The Rock,
we know theirs is up there.
The Rock got over 100. Like, there's a lot of folks that got over 100.
We're gonna get to Beyonce later, but go ahead.
Yeah, we will. And so, so Jeremy Scott said, he said he was mad hype about it, man. He's designed the new Moschino collections for both men and women for some time, and he said his life's work is to connect with people through fashion, and with his collaboration, he'll be able to do just that. Because again, H&M is one of the largest retailers of largest clothiers in the world. Actually, remember they recently closed 1,100 stores,
And they're still the largest.
and they're still open. How do you have 1,100 stores to close, right? So I mean that's a big deal. Another thing in the news, man, is we're gonna say Holt Haynes. Now H-A-U-T.
Is it Holt?
That's how you pronounce it, Holt. Yeah.
See, this is more like a grammar lesson today because most people say I've heard Moschino.
Yeah, it's bad.
Moschino.
Yeah, people butcher that one. Just like they butcher Givenchy. They say Givenchy. You know, all of that, man.
Givenchy.
Givenchy.
All right, so it's Holt.
Yes, Holt.
H-A-U-T-E.
It's pronounced Holt, yes.
Got it.
Holt Haynes. So the American underwear brand, the mogul, the giant Haynes underwear, they have a new. And I really I meant to go by Walmart today to buy a pair and to try them on to see how it
on the
works.
show.
Yeah, I was gonna model them.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but
for sure.
You're gonna try them on.
No, I was gonna walk in.
I was about to say I don't
was
know
gonna
how
make
the
an
wife.
entrance like Beyonce did last night.
And
You know
you
what I mean?
probably would have been doing the rest of the show by yourself, but that's neither here nor there.
So, they have these comfort flex fit boxer briefs, that they're advertising. It's new, and I was actually in Walmart and noticed that they had some different kinds the other day. And they're joining force with food and wine connoisseur Antoni Porowski, athlete Victor Cruz, right? And producer Nev Schumann from Catfish.
Yeah.
So
Neve.
I said Nev. Lord, thank you. Neve Schumann.
I'm just saying that from the standpoint he's doing his thing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no,
Because
he
I was about to
is.
say you can only have so many episodes of Catfish.
Yeah, you really can.
I've
been trying to figure out why
after
folks
season
don't
10,
know.
the show just needs to be
I'm
called
trying to
Dumb.
figure out why folks don't think they're gonna get caught.
The show just needs to be called Dumb and Dumber.
Facts.
Because this show been on for I don't know how long. The fact that you're calling these guys to come help you means you've watched the show before.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm saying?
So,
but anyway.
Yeah. So they what they're promoting? They have the crotch is supposed to be this U-shaped crotch, and the legs are supposed to be a lot stronger and more sturdy to prevent that ride. I can't stand that riding, bro. That happens with boxer briefs, you know, over the day and they start cutting into you. And
Come on your thighs.
I hate that, man. And I struggle with that problem a lot from being in the gym in past years.
I wouldn't know because I haven't been to the gym.
Not right now, but being in the gym in past years, man, those track legs get a lot bigger.
So these are
they're supposed to stay more comfortable.
I can't even talk.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to try them, to go grab a pair and wear them and say, oh, is it really like that?
I hear Tommy Johns are similar to that.
Yeah, that's
too.
what they say. That's what they say. I don't own a pair of Tommy Johns.
I don't either. I can't give Kevin Hart $60.
I'm just not finna do it. Not for no draws.
Hey, but I support you, Kevin.
I go to your shows.
I'll
for sure.
drink to that.
Yeah, for sure. So, the U-shaped pouch design and soft, breathable fabrics combined with the improved waistband and no ride-up legs. These new features create superior comfort and fit to support men where they most need it. So, you know, I'll make sure to stop and get some for y'all, man, and give you, a review, so to speak. Because it's important. Your draws is important.
So, speaking of draws, French Montana is really getting into his marketing and his product lines and his. I mean, he's really trying to get this
to the
check.
Young Bull, man. Yeah.
And I can't think of or name one album where, like, yo, that whole album French Montana rocked. Like, I know him for the Ciroc. I know him for
a couple
the
records.
one hitters.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like, as far as like a consistent body of work, this man stays in somebody's show. He stays with a product line. He stays with something. I know that's a part of Diddy's marketing as well. 'Cause,
Yeah.
he's
the
pretty
machine.
much,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the machine behind it. But shout out to French Montana for what's going on with it. Now, how you say, is this Boohoo?
Yeah, Boohoo
Man?
Boohoo Man. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about
So
that.
Boohoo Man is like the biggest competitor to ASOS, right? Boohoo Man started off being, obviously it was Boohoo. You got to put man on it. So it started off as a women's online boutique that helps everything, has all kind of brands like ASOS does, plus their own Boohoo brand, right? And so they're trying to again compete with ASOS because that's their largest competitor in terms of menswear, right? Well, all of it, honestly. And so French Montana has entered on April 11th. They announced that French Montana is going to be collaborating with them. He's going to have a new collection, right? it takes inspiration from his style. So if you follow French is actually a really fly guy.
Yeah, no, his gears.
Yeah,
dope.
he's a really fly guy. So it takes inspiration from the Middle Eastern and Moroccan kind of style that he always rocks, and that he's never been apologetic about displaying. Bold tropical leopard prints, color variances, summer cuts that mold into the perfect spring summer attire.
Now, tell me about the price range, because French Montana, though, he has a little coin on him. You know what I'm saying? And he rolls with a lot of people that
have a lot of coin on him.
Do videos for no reason in Gucci robes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what is the price point on something like this?
So to me, this again, if you know Boohoo Man, and even if you know the competitor ASOS, they're not expensive, right? Mm-hmm. You might find some.
That's why I'm saying, like, how? What's
so
this
the range
look
is
like?
crazy. It's everything's under $100.
Really?
$14 to $85 is what the article was saying.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
So I'm excited to see, man. Go check out French's new collection and collaboration on boohooman.com. It's going to be really dope.
Hey, this he's proven that he's very marketable.
Yeah,
you gotta make sure you find a way to get to the people and market yourself in any way possible.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I just feel like he's doing a really good job of maintaining that marketability.
Yeah, man. I would totally agree. You know, it's important as a brand owner, right? It's important as a business owner. It's important as a gentleman to really give the messaging that you need, and that's what he's doing. He's staying true to his messaging. You know,
strategic messaging.
You know, because he's like French, man. Like you say, a lot of cats don't really know him for his music, but he's always around.
He's marketable.
He's marketing. He's diversifying. He's doing all of these good different things, man.
Talk about diversifying the portfolio.
Yeah, he's doing all of these different things, but to really communicate what he needs to communicate, and I think it's really, really powerful. But that's what's happening right now in news currently, and I'm excited about it. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really, really excited about the dopeness that we're seeing. In fact, this portion of the show is sponsored by a dope organization called KOG and Company. And shout out, before we do that, shout out to KG, the CEO of KOG and Company, because she was just recently named one of Houston's top 40 under 40 business persons by the Houston Business Journal. So
shout out.
Yeah, man. KOG, we appreciate you. She's a co-host here for Startup Masters here on the Sphere. But this portion of the show is sponsored by her company, KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Now join thousands of others as we unlock that greatness that dwells inside of you. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com, and use the coupon code. Get ready. Dope with an exclamation mark. That's DOPE exclamation mark, all caps, for 10% of exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act right now. Go to your tablet, go to the website, and get these t-shirts and this apparel, because sizings are selling out fast. KG, yo, salute to you, man. Congratulations about being named one of Houston's top 40 under 40 by the Houston Business Journal. That's really dope.
Yeah, that is dope.
Super, super dope.
That's
Now,
really dope. So let me ask you this. We're talking about a couple different brands, a couple different collaborations. The first two segments we kind of talked about was Holt and Haynes, or Holt Haynes, right, should I say, GG,
right,
along with H&M and Moschino,
right.
And then we just talked about a collaboration between Boohoo Man and French Montana. So I think a lot of what we discussed earlier on had a lot to do with image, had a lot to do with rebranding image. If you want to think about H&M, they're pretty much in the most viable candidate right now for somebody to rebrand their image.
Facts.
Especially with the the nationwide 80% I'm sorry sale that they threw for a month. Sale. You got H&M. You got to be quicker than that. You almost had us. You almost had us. You got to be quicker than that. But we're talking about branding. We're talking about imaging. We're talking about making yourself marketable. What I'm finding more and more as I get older, and just from being a young child to where I am now, as it relates to imaging, as it relates to branding. I remember back in the day.
I feel like I need to set the mood for what you're about to say.
Oh Lord, I feel like back in the day, most people you wouldn't see or notice that they didn't have a lot of tattoos or markings on their body.
Yeah.
But now, in the day and age that we live in, I remember put it. For instance, let me give you this example. When Chris Brown first came out, young, vibrant, dancing all over the place, whatever, just chilling. Justin Bieber when he first came out, young pop. You know what I'm saying? Just really had the young pop culture just going crazy. Nice wholesome look, right? And now when you look at Bieber, you look at Chris, you look at all these guys that initially back in the late 90s, early 2000s, should I say, imaging and branding was just totally different. Now, excuse me, you can't find a basketball team in the NBA that somebody does not have a tattoo.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know why you did this, because you're going to get me on my Mo Better Blues.
You laying the foundation, so I needed to set the mood.
What I'm saying is, it's something about, and pause when I say this, but it's something about a man and his tattoos and things like that as it relates to representing who you are. And I feel like it's more of a statement piece as opposed to, whatever reasons back in the day people used to get tattoos. I remember it was almost like frowned upon. Like, I can't believe you got a tattoo. But it's almost like, man, I don't really know too many guys that don't have a tattoo.
Facts,
I know a lot of women. My wife even has a few tattoos.
Yeah, so does mine.
So I almost see. I did good. I almost said something.
You.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kira, Heather. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
But yeah. So let's talk a little bit about a man and his tattoos.
Yeah, a gentleman
bro.
and his tat. Man, I did on my blogger. I have one of my more popular posts. Go check it out. SeniorWapo713.com.
You better promote.
It's called A Gentleman and His Hat. Right, talking about kind of the traditional rules, so to speak, of why and how a gentleman should wear his hat, right? And there are no kind of rules for tattoos outside of covering them when you're at work, right? But I think that there's something that we can learn from, and we can kind of discuss that. There's an opportunity to discuss body art, man, as it relates to gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? For the reasons that you delineated just now. And so knock it off. And so
Terry, you hear that? Delineated.
And so
you better speak, Lavinio.
Lavinio.
What movie? What?
Come on, Wood. Come on, the Wood, bro. What do you mean?
Can you tell me
that's the Wood,
what movie
sir.
that name came from?
But who was the actor that played him as an adult? What is his name?
It was the guy that Malik Yoba's brother looking guy. What is
Richard
his
T.
name?
Jones.
Yeah, Richard T. Jones.
But so when we talk about a tattoo, for those of you who are listening and those of you who are thinking about getting them, I think the number one thing is to understand your why.
What do you mean by that?
So
that's
why do you want one?
Because I'm going to discuss that with some students tomorrow.
Yeah, why do you want a tattoo? Why? Is it a fad? You're a grown man or a grown woman if you're listening.
We're not talking to the young students or high school or college or younger. We're talking to
Yeah, like why do you want one? Like because it's literally permanent. Not as permanent as it once was, but it's mad painful to get it taken off.
All the stuff you gotta go through.
Yeah, because they take off a layer of skin at a time when they laser remove it. Then you gotta heal, and then they come back, and then you gotta heal, and then they come back. So it's a lot. So why do you want? Know your why, right? For me, is your why to memorialize something or somebody. My first one was of my stepdad who passed away. That was my why. I wanted to memorialize him. We had the same birthday, so I don't regret getting it. I regret that it wasn't designed the way I wanted to, but I was 17 when I got it. I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? So, and be comfortable with your why. Your why doesn't have to be anybody else's why, and don't let your why be changed because of what somebody else says.
Your why could be, I saw the way it looked on so and so's arm, and I wanted mine to look that way, and I'm really happy with the results. You know what I'm saying?
Be comfortable with your why, for sure, man.
It doesn't have to be like this deep, profound reason.
It doesn't.
Here's another thing that people need to understand and pay attention to. Do your homework.
Oh.
Look at online at different tattoo artists. Look at the different things that people are doing when they're giving you tattoos. Making sure as far as what's sanitary and what isn't. You got somebody that just got finished tattooing somebody and he tells you to sit down. He doesn't open up a new pack of needles or anything like that. You got to understand, do your homework, not just from a standpoint of what you want your tattoo to look like and all the different color shadings and all this other stuff that can go into it, but also from a safety standpoint, also from long term, like, you know, how's this going to affect me? What do I plan on doing later on down the road as it relates to career wise or something like that? And will the tattoo that I'm trying to get it and where I'm trying to get it going to affect me? I mean, just do your homework.
Yeah, man, do your homework. Do your homework on the tattoo artist. Do your homework on, like, if you see a symbol or a sign, right? Google it and see what it means. Because the meaning of it might not be something you want permanently plastered on your body.
Especially with like the
like, remember back when we were younger, everybody was getting Chinese letters and stuff.
Yes,
and then you go to Chinatown, somebody see your arm and they say something stupid.
Egyptian, and that is very.
You know what I'm saying? And so you want to make sure that whatever you're subscribing to, whatever you subscribe to, that you put on your body is whatever that you put on your body is something that you subscribe to. God, I couldn't get that out. But we also want to talk to our subscribers and our Facebook Live audience and ask that you subscribe to our show on all social media platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. Holler at us on YouTube, man, and review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends, and donate. We need your coin to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Heather, we love you. That's right. She tuned in. We appreciate you tuning in. Share it with everyone. But yeah, you know, have a plan, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a plan. And when I say have a plan, go in there kind of like having an idea of what you want, because random tattoos will backfire.
Well, see, and that's the thing.
I have one right now that's backfired.
It was either they weren't. Yeah, you either going with somebody else, or, like, if you know for a fact you're getting a tattoo, like, don't just go in there and I don't know what's happening.
Don't be going on the wall looking for something.
Now sometimes you just randomly like, oh man, I should get a tattoo today. Like, we're not talking about those spare of the moment things. And even then, like, if that's a good that you want to get it today, but make sure if you're gonna get it today, it's exactly what you want.
Yeah, man, gotta have a plan.
Who exactly you want to get it from, all that good stuff.
And so another thing is with tattoos, you typically get what you pay for.
Tell them what you mean by that.
So,
because a lot of people will try to.
You don't want to cut corners on it, because the people that charge minimal on tattoo know that their work isn't necessarily the best yet. They're still practicing,
and they don't have enough confidence.
They don't have enough confidence. Their shading isn't up to par. Their hand isn't as steady. They're not good at portraits. Like, I mean, whatever the case is, the realism, perspective. I mean, it's really tattoo. You got to realize the people that take this thing seriously are artists, and they sensitive about things. You know,
I remember one time I was in Atlanta, and I wanted to get a tattoo, but I was really like trying to, hurry up and get one, and I wanted to get it for a certain price.
Right.
And this dude just kept going back and forth. He was very respectful. He's just like, man, I just really can't do it for that. Just from the standpoint of I know what I'm capable of, and I know my work, and I know how good I am, and I just can't do that to myself. He's like, I would love your business, but I can't do it, and I just couldn't afford what he was saying. But I mean, we both walked away, and it was kind of like, yo, I get it.
Yeah,
like he
respect
really,
that.
yeah, he really whatever. I couldn't do it at that time, but he really was like, I just can't sell myself short that way.
Yeah.
And he was willing to walk a client,
Listen,
to walk
what
away.
are they saying? Domino's, all money ain't what?
All money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. But
especially for the work he was gonna put in.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, these things take time, right? Like your half sleeve that you have took some hours, right?
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying? It takes time. My half sleeve took some hours.
Most people with sleeves, most people don't get everything done.
No, you got to go a couple sessions, right? And so, and because of that, this is hours out of folks' day, and it's about the skill. So, you typically get what you pay for. I think we have a photo, and it's just try to highlight what a really good tattoo looks for. Go holler at my boy. Fola, Flossing underscore. Yeah, it's crazy. And when he was getting this work, man, done, like the detail and the perspective, it was $1,500 tattoo, for his sleeve. But when you see it, it's an amazing piece of work.
It makes you want to get one.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, man, I want to finish get my arms done.
And so, it's an amazing piece. But you also want to understand your messaging, right? And that's what I love about Fola, right? He's a CPA.
Yeah.
He has a master's in accountancy.
Public accountant.
Right. He has a master's in accountancy. He's a professional. but he still got his sleeve. He understands his messaging. He's also a cat that loves streetwear and he puts on his suit and tie like all of us. But he loves streetwear, and he's a cat from Southwest Houston that's gonna rep Southwest Houston, rep A-Leaf, Texas. So he understands his messaging. Yeah. What message are you trying to send with your tattoo? That's the question. Before you get one, understand as a gentleman, everything that we do is about our messaging, right? Everything that we do.
You're advertising no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It's crazy you said that, man. You know, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
What happened to Casey?
I just felt like I just wanted to do that really clean and nice and
no doubt,
not change the tone of my voice and just keep it real.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I was trying to enunciate very well.
Absolutely.
Make sure
it.
that my words
Another thing that you need to do when you're talking about getting the tattoos, you know, it's kind of the little brother or the brother sibling to your messaging is knowing your audience. Mm-hmm. And so what I mean by that is it sounds. The majority of the folks who are listening and watching, I'm sure, understand this, but I want to reiterate it because it's important. Put them in places where you can still get your check. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
That kind of goes back to doing your research too, kind of.
Yeah. Like put them in places. Like, listen, I got 7, 8 tattoos, however many I got, right? But none of them will show at work when I was on campus when I'm with the students. When I'm in the classroom, none of them show at work. When you're dealing with these execs in these district leaders, right?
You'll never know.
You won't know.
Yeah.
But you know,
not that we're saying something's wrong with it, but
we know our audience and what they require and or expect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so again, Fowler the same way. He's a CPA. I got another friend who's a finance guy on Wall Street. They're not going to deal with that, right? You see what I'm saying? They know the audience, so. It doesn't diminish your creativity. It doesn't diminish your expression. It doesn't diminish anything of that capacity by just understanding where you are in your audience. Because at the end of the day, listen, my grandfather told me, don't mess with your check, boo-boo. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm really listening to you, but I'm really vibing.
Yeah, vibing. I told you I felt like setting the mood today, bro. I felt like setting it.
All right, so let's just do this.
Let's do it. Talk to what are we doing?
Talking about tattoos. We talked about all this other stuff with French Montana, all the collaborations, everything else. All right, let's get into a little bit of fashion.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about accessorizing.
Listen, and a tattoo is an accessory.
It is an accessory. Mm-hmm. So let's do what we normally do. We like to give a list.
Okay, cool.
Give me 7 tips on how to accessorize.
Okay, firstly, you want to know where you want the out of focus. So your accessories are accessories are the last thing you put on, but oftentimes they're the first thing people see.
That's good.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
that'll preach.
Facts. It really will. And so it really will.
What are your accessories?
Come on, man. Don't get me started. So
what are you assessing? Ooh,
yeah.
All right, let's
come on, man. And so you want to know people. Since it's the first thing that people are going to see, that's where they're going to focus. So let's say you're a big watch person. If you're a big watch person, right, and you would accessorize with a lot of watches and wristwear, then why would your nails be dirty? You see what I'm saying? You feel me? like because people are gonna be staring at your fingers all the time because at your watch. You understand? Like if you're like, so you have to know where you want people to focus and maintain that portion.
Isn't that the worst though when you're like, you're out and you're somewhere and your outfit is nice and you're talking a certain way and you're handling yourself like we normally do in front of people. And you just, we can't be on at all times. There's some stuff we're going to miss.
For sure.
I was somewhere the other day and I thought I was cool and I leaned my little hand on the table and there was these people standing right there and I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I looked down at my friends like, ew.
Right.
I was like,
what
my
I've been
nails.
doing. Right.
Yeah. Like, I was just like,
cut these jokers.
That's not cool,
right.
man. Like, that was not. Yeah,
right.
It felt some kind of way.
Right. Like if you're a person that loves to accessorize, like maybe earrings. We don't wear ours no more, you know. But earrings. So then why aren't your ears clean? You see what I'm saying? Like wax is falling all out the joints, man. Like stop, right? And so you have to notice
chocolate covered raisin in here.
Come on, bruh. Yuck. And so again, know where you want your eye to focus, right, and take care of that part. The second thing I think you want to do is maintain balance. Don't do too much.
Don't fall. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
You stupid. Don't do too much, right? Don't do too much. Maintain some balance and some symmetry. So, so you want to look at the whole. Picture yourself as a canvas, right? Let me give an example. Picture yourself as a canvas, and if you have what we call a plume pocket square, so the one that kind of sticks out a little bit more, right? A higher one, a plume pocket square. Why would you wear a big flower lapel pin? It's not balanced.
Wait, if you have said it again.
So if your pocket square is the plume kind of sits out.
Yeah, the big one.
And then you put on the lapel pin right over top of it. It's too much. It's not balanced.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to maintain your balance. If you're gonna like, a lot of guys like to wear their watches and they stack their bracelets around the watches. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think it looks right on me. I will always wear my bracelets on my right wrist.
But don't have bracelets coming off.
Yeah, it got to be balanced.
And unless you're Offset or Quavo, don't have 14 chains on.
6 chokers and 8.
I go with 2, no more than 2, maybe 3 depending on the look. But yeah, outside of that, man.
Right, maintain balance. No chains on top of your tie.
Leave that to the Migos.
You see what I'm saying? The third one I think is to understand that less is more.
Yeah, Doc. I think that kind of goes with the balance.
Yeah, it does. Less is more. I think the fourth one, crisp lines with accessories always work. What do I mean by crisp lines? I mean like a straightforward pocket square will always work. You don't have to do the plume. You don't have to do a trifold. Just a straightforward flat pocket square, right? If you're gonna wear bracelets and you don't like, you can say I don't want the jingly ones. Get you a dope bangle. Slide it on the wrist, and it's a clean, crisp look, right? Number 6, demonstrate control. Right, really demonstrate control. There's a saying that says, the last thing you put on jewelry is the last thing you put on, but the first thing that you see. So you want to demonstrate that you are controlling the jewelry and it's not overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And number 7, metals should coordinate.
So I can't have on a gold watch and a silver chain?
I don't suggest it.
I was being facetious.
Yeah, I don't suggest it. And I didn't say fully matched, because sometimes we have on two-tone watches, right? You might have a gold and a silver watch, but one metal is more dominant than the other in the watch. So go with the dominant metal. Make sure that it coordinates. You still might have gold in your watch. Gold in your watch, but most of the links are stainless, right? Mm-hmm. Or if you balling like Brandon, platinum Patek Philippe. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to make sure everything is the dominant metal coordinating with that. Again, accessories, man, I can't say it. This would be my third time for the Holy Ghost saying it. It's the last thing you put on, B, but it's the first thing people see, so they're very important. They're very important.
They can get pricey, too, depending on how you do it.
They can get pricey. So take your time.
Pricey's not bad if you have a plan in place.
So how can we get a plan in place?
Well, thanks for asking. This portion of the show is sponsored by Casey Kasem, Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million Americans, don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough in their savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let the Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling a complimentary personal financial strategy. That's a long sentence. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463, or you can email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Casey's Top 40. Welcome back, everybody. I
can't stand you. So, but a big plea, Brandon, for and really quickly,
a big what?
A a big plea.
A big plea. All right, go ahead.
It came out real country. A big plea. It comes out, man. I'm from the South. It is what it is. A big reason that it's important to make sure that your finances are in order, right? Is to make sure that your place is in order. So if you notice,
What do you mean by place?
Where you live, your home, your abode,
Casa.
your casa, your apartment, your condo, your townhome, right? Your crib, your pad, whatever you want to call it.
What does your place say about you?
And you gotta realize what we did though. We talked about accessories all the time because again, a tattoo is an accessory. We specifically talked about accessories, but your place is actually an accessory as well.
Yeah,
it's not something that what you wear, but it says a lot about you. So what?
Unless you're
say?
married with kids, then you don't have a place. But go ahead.
They have the place. You're absolutely
exactly.
correct. And so, guys, I want to kind of give you a couple of things to look out for. Man, this was based upon an article that I found at Ask Men. Really, really dope. The article is called "What Does Your Place Say About You?"
Hey, listen. I'm just gonna throw this out there. When I was single and ready to mingle, my place,
mine was too.
legit.
Son,
it might not have been the nicest or the high rise downtown or something like that, but
and that's what the article talks about.
My place.
The article talks about that from a
place
from a woman's standpoint. Most times they're not. It's not about the location of it. It's about once you open the door, what it looks like. Obviously, they want a safe spot, and it's really dope. It's really dope when you live in a really, really nice area. But it's more about what's in it when you open the door. So what's in it? If there are no books, the article says that it can equate to no brains. You're right. And there should be a mix of fiction books. There should be a mix of nonfiction and even magazines. Right. Leave the Stuff magazine and FHM. I don't even know if those are even out anymore. Leave the porno magazines. Chill. But something of substance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what if you're not a reader? Still have it there. It just it
Somebody
shows.
that comes may read it.
May, absolutely. And so number 2, this is the pet peeve of mine: a dirty bathroom. Like, I don't know what it is about some of my homeboys that even at 36 years old, man, in their 30s, they bachelors. I go to use the bathroom at their crib, and it's like it's a ring on the toilet.
If you're a bachelor, bro, you have no excuse because
it's
just
a ring
you.
on the toilet. Like, it's just the tub ain't clean. Like, what are you doing, son? So a dirty bathroom communicates that you have poor hygiene, right? Like, Terry's over here nodding her head because there's no way she's like, the minute she go, Terry's our producer. The minute she go over a guy's crib and they hanging out and she go to use the restroom and it look like I'm sure she grabbing her stuff and she's gonna bounce, and that's just the way it is.
So I'm gonna go. I'm just
right.
feeling well.
Like, I think my stomach hurts because you's a nasty MF. You know what I'm saying? I think another one that a key one, and this is not all of them. I just extrapolated a couple of really nice ones. Is a stocked kitchen.
Now, what about my brothers that's just out of college and we not in the job that we want to be in yet, but we working to do what we got to do to make ends meet, and the refrigerator ain't always gonna be stocked.
What's saying that? And it's not the
a lot of bachelors, man. They just,
right. But there's still a way to do it. There's still a way to do it. But when I say a stocked kitchen, I mean having even if you don't cook, right? You're prepared for it. What stock kitchen is more about having the pots, having the plates. Don't be eating off of paper plates and using plastic forks and paper cups, because you're not preparing for something greater. It's what it communicates, right? Like, have the niceties, because when you want to have a nice dinner with your lady, you're not gonna have her eat off of paper plates. I hope a true gentleman wouldn't, right?
Right. I like the next one. Sports.
Yeah.
Magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it?
Sports memorabilia.
Yeah, sports memorabilia versus actual sports equipment.
Yeah,
I think that's actually a great idea. Now you can't go wrong with the memorabilia, like if you got a jersey or something like that. But the way you do it and the way you set it up has to be nice. But the memorabilia, I mean the actual equipment, shows what I'm saying?
That you're an active man.
Yeah, I used to play baseball. I used to do all kind of stuff. Tennis. I used to play tennis all the time, outside of just basketball and flag football.
Maybe you're a hiker.
Like
have your hiking gear. Have the collector's items, but also show that you're a part of the space as well.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Mementos of old relationships. Man, just don't have it in the house.
You mean the fresh maker?
No, not the Mentos. Mementos. Don't get rid of the pictures. Of your old lady. Just stop.
Listen.
Make sure that all the underwear are out of the drawer.
If you have a picture of your ex and you invite somebody else to your house, you deserve whatever's going to happen.
You deserve all of it.
I don't know what that could be.
I know you're not using honey lavender body wash.
Yeah.
Like that was for her. Get rid of it, right? Living plants, not artificial ones, right? It shows that you're able to nurture something other than yourself. This is what the article is saying. So
wow.
have some greenery, right? Like this is they did a lot of psycho analysis.
What about fish? Like I had fish.
Fish is dope.
I had an aquarium.
I've never had a pet. Not
And
even
by
a fish,
aquarium, I mean a bowl with just a little goldfish in it.
Listen, but you took care of it. You nurtured it.
Yeah, but
Until
somebody killed him.
I wonder who it was.
She didn't feed him. I know exactly who it was.
Oh, wow. You done pissed somebody off.
She didn't feed him when I was out of town.
That's the worst.
It's all good.
So,
I forgive you. I forgive
A
you.
well-stocked fridge. Now, again, listen, if you're having some financial troubles, call Houston Housewives of Finance. They'll help you out in order to do that.
With your own personal finance strategy.
Exactly. But make sure you have a well-stocked fridge, right? It ain't got to be full of everything. It ain't got to be name brand. Go to the dollar store. Go to Dollar Tree, right? You know what I'm saying? There's ways to get it done. Artwork on your walls. First of all, it's
Yes.
fly. But secondly, it shows that you're settled in. It shows that you're settled in and that you're there. You see what I'm saying?
Nice artwork. Man, I'm just reminiscing, man.
Yeah, same here. My spot was bananas, bro.
I had this photo of this woman, like, man, I had to open my bed. Man, yes.
I'm gonna tell you what's really dope too. Go and take you an art class and create your own pieces.
I do want to actually start doing that. I feel like I have what it takes. Like some of this
I got
artwork, it looks like I can do it anyway with my eyes closed.
I got some stuff. I got some stuff in the attic right now. I just need to pull back out. And then lastly, pictures of your family.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have pictures of your family because you're connected to your purpose. You're connected to something bigger than you.
Yeah.
So remember that as you accessorize, with your clothing, with your rings and your hats and your yeah, that's a dope hat. With your rings, with your hat. Make sure you accessorize in your pad too, in your place, man. Your place is an extension of who you are. It is an accessory. And then it's really, really dope. Another thing that wasn't on there is that you have a neat closet. Like an actual, like I color coordinate my closet, right? Like I go from light to dark. And so first of all, it's easier to find stuff, number one. But number two, it just looks really nice and it makes you appreciate your things even more.
Yeah, I like having T-shirts together, putting up shirts together.
I agree,
dress
yeah.
pants, suits, jackets.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Shirts, I coordinate, from light to dark, and pants as well. So it's been an amazing show.
Yes, it has.
Glad to have you back, brother. Missed you,
it's
man,
good
over
to
here
be back.
playing hooky, son.
It's good to be back, man.
Listen, so you know what time it is, y'all. You can keep it gangster,
Or you can keep it gentlemanly.
but always
Keep
keep
it
it G. Till next time.